In 1989, The Cure released their album Disintegration, and my friend Whende and I are going to talk about it on this episode of Records with Ray. So when I think of The Cure, in the mid-'80s, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me was the album. And for lack of they've always been kind of dark-ish. But like I remember like Why Can't I Be You? It was like, why can't I be? It was happy. It was like uplifting. You know, like A Forest, Primary. These are like very, very uplifting songs. Kind of faster. Really good stuff. And then in 1989, they released Disintegration. And I'll tell you this. That album is definitely their most depressing album. And probably might be one of the most depressing albums I've ever heard. And, oh my God. Like, you gotta plan a day out. So I remember, like, the very first song is Pictures of You, right? And then there was, like, after that was the song, well, Fascination Street is on there. Mm-hmm. Let's back up. How did you get into The Cure? Was that the album that got you into The Cure? Or,
no.
Okay, so how did you get into it?
Into The Cure for many years, starting really getting introduced by Japanese Whispers, where I saw the Love Cats for the first time.
Wow, okay, that's going back.
And I was totally enthralled by Robert Smith, was an aficionado, and Why Can't I Be You? Just wanted to be him. My brother and I used to dress up like Robert Smith and have lip sync sessions about The Cure and with their songs. And Disintegration actually came out at an interesting time because there was Head on the Door, and then there was the Greatest Hits, and then came Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, which I agree with you was this great, like, it almost reminded me of this, it was a summertime happy record with all these great tunes on it and all these hits.
And I don't want to say poppy.
Yeah, but you can say poppy.
That's the word that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like I actually graduated high school in 1989. And I'll tell you what. So when you first heard Disintegration, what'd you think?
Well, I was going through a very terrible time in my life. I was just ending a relationship that ended in a very bad way.
Oh no.
I was taking a gap year in school.
Yeah.
So I was suddenly away from all of my friends. And it fit perfectly into my life to the point where I got really depressed.
Oh no.
That's where it put me. But it's a great record.
So
I think it's an interesting record.
You're like, hey, it's the new Cure album. This is going to put me in a good mood. Why can't I be you? I've been looking so long at these pictures of... And you're like, Same Deep Water as You.
Untitled.
I think like every other song, there's like the sound of rain in it and stuff.
Exactly. So it's distinct. It's got one side where you have the hits on it, and then the second side just goes right down into the deep, dark abyss. But what I think is so great about this record is that there are the hits. And if you see them now, they play all of those hits almost in a row. That there's so many great songs on that record.
What I really love about Disintegration is, as opposed to the other albums, like Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. I know it's hard to not make comparisons, but to me that's their other big album. But it's all individual songs that are all completely different. Where Disintegration is a unit. It's a solid unit of an album. Like it's very hard to just like listen to one song and go. Like you're in it.
Yeah.
Even like the song Love Song is depressing.
Yes. It's dark. It's in a minor key.
Yep.
It's all of it's dark. Exactly. The hits from the front, they're all dark. The back end of it is all dark.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Same Deep Waters.
It's one of my favorites.
Prayers for Rain. Then you go into Disintegration, which in my view is absolutely one of the most raw, gut-wrenching songs that has ever been written. But interestingly also, I think, is that it was literally the Cure's pinnacle.
Yeah.
It's like when they hit their pinnacle. And
I agree.
They hit the pinnacle in that moment where he sings, "Now that I know that I'm breaking to pieces, I'll pull out my heart and I'll feed it to anyone."
Yeah.
And when he goes through that entire riff, that was like the pinnacle of the Cure's music.
I agree with
And I'm
you.
not saying that I am not a fan of the Cure, that I didn't like what they did after that, but it was just this literal climax.
I certainly agree, because I think the big hit after Disintegration was Friday I'm in Love.
Wish, yes.
And they
Wish was next.
and then they really kind of went back to being more popular and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Like, if someone is like, why is the Cure amazing? Why is the Cure so great? It's Disintegration.
Exactly.
So, this might seem like a weird question, but like, it came out in 1989. But it's weird. I consider that a 90s album.
Oh.
Because that's when I really listened to it.
Oh, okay.
Like, it came out like I graduated high school in '89, but I just got the album. But I remember spending a lot of time with that album in the early '90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I spent a lot of time with it in 89 and 90, and then I had to let it go.
so do you still have it, or are you like?
I still have it. It's interesting.
Or you're like, this reminds me of a very bad time in my life.
Well, what's interesting is that Jason and I, my husband, have recently, just in the last 3 years, I've told him, I have to be in a certain mood, in a certain place to listen to this record. This is not just one of those, I'm going to put on Disintegration records because it will literally tear my heart out. It'll take me back to a place, but even more than that, it has really transcended that for me.
Yeah.
And the music has transcended that bad time in my life, but it is really, truly so dark.
I agree with you. I honestly feel that like it's still really, really tough to listen to that album because it's so powerful. And I think that's what music today lacks. Just that power. Mm-hmm. The power of that emotion. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is. I mean, like, even if that emotion's happiness. But I'll tell you what, I mean, like, Disintegration, there should be a warning sign on that.
I would agree with that.
If you're going through a breakup, don't listen to this thing.
Or any difficult time in your life. No, you are absolutely right. I would agree with that.
Exactly. You sure? No, there's like that everything, like when you delete something on the computer. Are you sure you want to listen to this album right now? So Whende, if you fuck up, then we got to do the whole thing over again. So make sure that all your answers are right on and right the first time. Because I don't want to do this all over again.
Got it.
I'm just kidding. You're like, shit, I didn't ask for this stuff. Hey gang, this is Ray, and I just want to say thank you very much for checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more videos, please click on the subscribe button. And if you like what you see, please give it a like. That would mean a lot to me. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing Hawaiian shirts, well, when I'm not talking about records, I'm talking about my other love, Tiki. I have a show called Tiki with Ray. If you want to check that show out, just search Tiki with Ray on YouTube. It'll come up.